Hey there, welcome back to the Go New Mexico podcast, all about outdoor adventures in the land of enchantment. Hey, I'm your host, Amy Morse. Today we're spotlighting one of the most iconic and humbling trails in the state, La Luz in the Sandia Mountains. This is a big one. It's a 16-mile round-trip hike. But here's what makes it unique. You don't have to do the whole thing. You can hike about 8 miles up and then take the longest tram in the U.S. back down. And if you time that right, you can enjoy food and drinks at the 10-3 restaurant at the summit. This is easier said than done since this hike is hard. It's 3,600 feet of elevation gain, but you can work your way up to it, and it's really fun. La Luz climbs from the high desert into a cool mountain oasis, moving through 5 distinct ecological zones filled with wildflowers, wildlife, and dramatic rock formations. It's one of the best ways to escape the heat, and in my opinion, it's a crown jewel of Albuquerque. So, one of my favorite parts of living in New Mexico are our vast and incredible public lands. There are lots of hikes in New Mexico, but here's my pitch for La Luz. What if one hike could take you from a high desert to a subalpine forest in a single day? This isn't just a hike, it's a full day adventure, and it climbs over 3,600 feet and moves through entirely different ecosystems. I've hiked it close to 100 times, and here's how to do it well. Option 1, the full out and back. This is a 16-mile round-trip hike, so plan for at least 12 hours and start early. Bring food, 2 to 3 liters of water, and layers. It can be at least 20 degrees colder at the top and windy. And this is the full immersion. It's challenging, rewarding, and a day entirely in nature, just incredible. Around mile 4, there's a perfect picnic spot with sweeping views of Albuquerque and beyond. But honestly, there are just so many picnic spots. It's really just beautiful. Option 2, hike up and tram down. This is one of my favorite ways to do it. The hike takes up to 3.5 to over 5 hours. And at the top, grab a drink and a meal if 10-3 is open and take in the views, then ride the tram down. It's the longest tram in the US, and floating over those canyons after a long climb is unforgettable. So here are a few tips. Check if the tram is open the day of, because wind can shut it down. Buy your ticket in advance. And then, of course, have a backup plan in case you need to hike back down. This is very important, so that means headlamps and lights, anything that you might need to make that a 16-mile hike instead of an 8-mile hike. Also, plan on your parking. The tram and the trailhead are several miles apart. It's not an easy walk. So either a car shuttle with somebody you hike with or a quick rideshare like Lyft works really well. On either hike, keep an eye out for rattlesnakes because they live here too. They blend in really well, and it's important to pay attention to the ground during the warmer months. So before you go, do these 3 things. First, download your route in AllTrails and fully charge your phone. Bring a backup battery if you're going for an all-day hike. Second, check the weather. Summer monsoons can bring sudden rain and lightning. I like open snow for hourly forecasts that include wind, precipitation, and lightning. Third, pack smart. Water, snacks, sun protection, and layers always. If you have any ankle or knee concerns, bring trekking poles. They're especially helpful in the final miles where the trail climbs through steep, rocky switchback section. And I will say that section is about 2 miles and 20 switchbacks over scree and little boulders. It's the views are beautiful, but it's quite you have to pay attention. So here's how to make it more fun. If you want to make this hike even more rewarding, bring your curiosity. I love using the iNaturalist app to identify plants and birds along the way. Every hike becomes a kind of treasure hunt, and over time you start to see the landscape differently. You're also walking through deep geological history here. Although these mountains are some of the youngest in the region, they contain some of the oldest rocks. The Sandias reveal evidence of ancient seas, volcanic activity, billions-year-old rock that was thrust up from underneath the Earth's surface, and the Great Unconformity, a massive gap in the Earth's rock record. I love the cool Madeira limestone, but there's so much to see here, and near the top you might even be able to spot fossils. On the ecological journey, one of the most stunning parts of this hike is how much the landscape changes around you as you climb. You start in the high desert, hot, dry, dotted with flowering cacti and sagebrush. Then transition into pinon and juniper woodlands with twisting, sculptural-like trees along the trailside. Higher up, fragrant ponderosa pines bring cooler air and bursts of wildflowers. Look for birds like dark-eyed juncos or nuthatches. And absolutely make sure to smell all the ponderosa pines. They're incredible. You'll see their reddish glow in their bark, and just stick your nose right in there. It's wonderful. Then come the dense forests of Douglas fir and aspens, where you might spot birds like Steller's jays, mountain chickadees, or woodpeckers. Above that, the trail winds through dramatic granite and limestone canyons, cool, shaded, and echoing with birdsong. And near the top, you reach subalpine forest, spruce, fir, and a quieter, more open landscape along the crest. It's like hiking through 5 worlds in a single day. So here are a few tech tools that I always use. All trails for navigation. It's really essential that you know where you are in this trail. Folks get rescued here each year, and there have been about 80 rescues in recent years, so this couldn't be more important to know absolutely where you are in this trail and to follow the trail. Strava to track distance and elevation. Open Snow for weather and wind, and iNaturalist for what you discover. While this is an incredible adventure, it's also important to remember that the Sandia Mountains are sacred to many indigenous communities here. Please tread lightly and leave no trace. These mountains do more than inspire. They capture snowpack, filter our water, support life for hundreds of species in a fragile high desert ecosystem. And of course, at sunset, they glow. That signature pink is from the feldspar in the granite that gives the Sandias their name. These mountains evoke devotion from locals and admiration from visitors, so please enjoy them. And if you hike La Luz, I'd love to hear about it. For me, it's not just the challenge, it's the connection. Time slows down, your senses sharpen, and the experience stays with you. So take your time and notice what's around you and share it with someone you love. Thanks for listening to Go New Mexico, and I'll see you out there. Please subscribe and follow the Albuquerque Journal for more episodes. Thank you.